Just too far to one side. There we go. Alright. Let's hold our brake here. Tug on her. Give you guys an outside view of what that looks like. So that right there tells you that our load is holding strong. That our brakes on our trailer, on our cabs back there, are working perfectly fine. So you guys can hold that trailer brake and hit that gas and it goes nowhere except digs. You're looking pretty good. Alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's position ourselves here. Can we actually go up on this scale? A little less? What? That car just vanished. Okay, so I'm guessing this is a scale for each individual truck because that's definitely not long enough. Alright. Well. Let's get going. Got a long drive ahead of us. If you need to use the restroom, now is the time to do it. You know, I find this load actually a little different because of the fact that it bends and twists in the middle. I find this one just a wee bit different. All right. Excuse me. Time to jump on the 405. I'll take this nice and slow though, because we don't want to hit any of these trucks along any of these poles. Alright, so 2,000 miles to go. Not bad. According to this, we got 37 hours and 47 minutes to go. It's probably including our rest break, because there's no way in hell that this should take us 37 hours to get there. Well, you know, maybe. I don't think that's including our rest break, actually. Alright, so it's Monday, 4 p.m. According to our clock down at the bottom. Or no, my bad. We're estimating at 4 p.m. we're going to get there. Oh, and we need over. So, it's currently Saturday at 14:40, which is 2. Correction, they're expecting us there Monday morning at 4 a.m. So, with that being said, it's expected there no later than Wednesday. So we do have some time. If we continue our current route right now, you know, we'll be fine as far as our hours and stuff. Obviously we have to stop in 6.5 hours to take a break. But all in all, we should be fine. This will bring us in a nice chunk of change, keep our company rolling. We're not really worried all that much about money because we do have quite a few drivers working for us. I don't know the exact number, but last I checked, I do believe it was over 50 drivers. So. Let's just say money ain't a goddamn thing. I'm gonna have to adjust my controller here because it's not responding the way I want it to. I'm trying to be gentle on these turns and stuff like that, and it seems to be a little stiff. Over responsive. Oh, of course they're gonna have me stop. 80,000 pounds. Well, you're talking 4 semis, so yeah, I could imagine 80,000 pounds. Stop me for no reason. There we go. Now it's a little smoother as far as the responses and stuff, so that worked. I love how sometimes the analog stick gets stiff, and so all you have to do is pop it out and pop it back in, and it's like suddenly loose again. It just kind of smooths out. There's a classic pickup driving along. It's almost like one of those jokes that you can look out the mirror. Why is this asshole riding my ass? You know? But, I don't know. Some people get that joke, some won't. Actually, I just realized we're going to be getting off at this exit, so we should stay here. Merge back over into the other lane. There used to be, I don't remember if they changed or not, but used to, you could sit there and just tap the brake and it would cancel out the cruise. But then the moment you hit the cruise again, it would automatically resume the cruise speed that you were at. I just tried it there, but for some reason it started my cruise at 51. That's fine. We're gonna go ahead and pop ourselves back at 65, and we'll stick there until the speed limit rises to the point that we can do 5 over again. Apparently the cruise didn't set, it just turned off. Alright. There we go. I do need to buy a wheel and stuff like that, wheel and pedals. I've been looking at it. Just right at this moment is not the best time to do that. New store just opened. Who's excited for Utah? Hello. In my last video, it didn't catch my audio for some reason. I don't know why. I can't explain it. I can't seem to figure it out. But in my last video, I talked about it. About, you know, them teasing Utah. And then they finally, just a few days ago, they, revealed Utah as an actual DLC coming out here soon. Yeah, I mentioned that with them releasing Utah, it's going to be kind of interesting how they're going to go about releasing the next set of maps after that, because of, you know, with us having Washington and Oregon, you know, they bordered, you know, Idaho. Well, for a section of the road, of course I gotta stop at the way station again. or a good section of that highway that's up there. I can't remember off the top of my head which highway that is. It's Highway 90, I believe. Yeah. It's Highway 90. It's in such a small section of the actual state that I don't see how they're going to manage to pull that off without releasing Montana and even possibly Wyoming. You know, it was like a 3-map combo. That or, you know, what in the world is this guy doing? He can't make up his mind what lane he wants to be in. Just trying to get around this guy and get back up to speed real quick. Yeah, so like I was saying, I mean, they could, you know, release those, but again, I personally feel they'd have to at least release, you know, after Utah, if they're going to do Idaho, they'd have to at least do Montana, you know, to include that full section of that highway. And then they could work their way across, you know, Wyoming and Colorado. But with the release of Utah, I think the next one we're going to get after Utah is probably going to be Colorado because it's right above New Mexico. And after that, then possibly Wyoming. And then, you know, maybe Idaho and Montana, you know, could come as a combo pack there. But, I mean, no matter what, whenever they go to release Idaho, they're going to have to release Idaho with Montana or, you know, around that same time because it's just not feasible to have, you know, that little sliver of that portion of the map with no, you know, it just doesn't make sense. That's what I'm trying to say. It just wouldn't make sense. That's my personal opinion. What do you guys think? Comment down below. You know, open for discussion, really. We have to get over, or no, we can stay here. So yeah, I mean, it's really open for discussion on that. And to be honest, I'm really kind of curious to see what you guys think about that as well. So, oh, what's going on there? Interesting. Random trucks stopped in the road? Question mark. That was interesting. Alright, let's see what we're going on. 2.5 hours before we gotta take our break. Let's see if we can't at least get into Oregon. Alright, so speed limit's 65, so we're gonna go 70. Because, you know, we are us. We don't care. Okay, so from my understanding, we're actually... Okay, so we actually already crossed the state line into Oregon, which is interesting because I didn't actually see the sign back there stating that we were in Oregon. But that's okay because I don't know everything. And I literally would hate myself if I did. So. Oh, we're gonna have to definitely slow way down. That's a sharp turn. Could be hitting that turn at 70 miles an hour. What? We'd roll our truck and our cargo. Then what would Kenworth think of us? Be embarrassing. Alright. Let's move over here to the slow lane. Our lane. I'm gonna have to clean this controller up. I can feel the gas. The right trigger is sticking. Oh, we're getting tired. Question is, do we have enough to make it to the next major city? Well, we got 2 hours. So he's just yawning right now. We're gonna merge over. I do believe we do. Alright, well, let me do that zoom out again. Alright, so it does appear that we might have enough to make it to the next city. Can't fully tell where the hell are those guys coming from. These are some windy ass roads up here. As a matter of fact, if I remember correctly, I think I've actually driven through this section of freeway before. Back when I used to drive for, yes, I know, Warner, aka Wiener. When I drove for them, I mean, they sent me all over the country, which I enjoyed. I mean, we have a beautiful country here in the U.S. We really do. But when I drove for them, there were several times I got to go to Oregon and Washington. But Oregon, unfortunately, one of those states that my truck broke down on my way to. I think, if I remember correctly, we were going to Portland. And the truck ended up breaking down. We were going up a hill. I don't remember what the grade was, but we were going up a hill, pretty steep. And unfortunately, the turbo on the truck went out. So, I was cruising up the hill at like, 20, 25, with 40,000 pounds behind me. No problem. And then suddenly the turbo went out and I dropped down to like little over 5 miles an hour going up this hill. So I could immediately tell something was wrong. I had to call the company. The company sat there and said, okay, we'll call a tow company. What's your, mile marker? Where are you at? This and that. Gave them all that information. They sent a wrecker out. They towed us to, that wrecker towed us to correction. We actually finished the drive. We actually stopped at it was a truck stop, but it was a little city. I can't remember the name of the city, but we were at a little city. And yeah, so they sat there and we had to stay that night there at that truck stop, and they sent the tow truck the following day, towed us the rest of the way to the next closest city where their tow yard was and stuff, where their repair shop was, the nearest repair shop that was authorized to work on Warner trucks. And we sit there, ended up staying there an entire week. Um, Shniz. I gotta pull for inspection, and I'm in the wrong freaking lane. Yeah, so we ended up staying there for a week because, unfortunately, where we were at, they had to order the part, and because they didn't have it, so we had to wait for them to, for the part to be delivered. And so, once the part was finally delivered, see, that's the thing I wish they would add for us drivers in the game, is the ability just to pull over and rest anywhere. Because I'd pull over right here on the side of the freeway and rest. Sorry, bus. But yeah, so we ended up, finally getting the truck fixed, and essentially moved out of our truck for the week and into a hotel room, which this is part of the reason why I regret ever working for Warner. Anytime that you have anything that goes on with your truck, that you're required to stay at a hotel or anything like that for an extended amount of time, they are supposed to pay for it. You have company vouchers and everything. You gotta fill them out and send them in and stuff like that. Well, I did that. I, filled out my company vouchers. I sent in my receipts. All that stuff. Well, when it came time for them to reimburse me for the hotel stay and all the different things that they're supposed to reimburse you for, it never came around. And when I asked them about it, they were like, oh, well, we never received your vouchers or your receipts or anything like that. And I had pictures and everything of everything that I'd sent, copies of everything, and I resent them in again. Once again, I never got anything back. They were like, oh, we didn't receive it. You'll have to send it again. And then at that point, I was like, you know what, whatever. I'm not even going to worry about it. Just screw it. And that's part of the reason why I will never work for Warner ever again. And probably one of the reasons why they fired me is because I was constantly nagging them about the reimbursements. I mean, company says they're going to reimburse you. They're supposed to reimburse you. Simple as that. Alright, so we're going to pull into this truck stop here. Don't know what the name of it is. Yeah. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and stop and get fuel and service our truck. And then once we get all that stuff done, then we will pull into a spot and hit the hay. Alright. So I love the fact that they actually have brake lights and all that stuff. Marker lights and all that. That's actually pretty cool. Alright. And did I just do what I think I just did? Yeah, I did. I almost cut that too short. I'll make a giant ass U-turn. So we can service our truck, get new tires, if we need to. Oil change, maybe. Alright, let's see what's got to be done. Tires, you know what? We're good. We don't need to service anything. We're alright. I don't really like the fact that these are pull-in spaces because of the fact that I have a truck with a load that turns itself. This is gonna end terribly. And it's not gonna let me sleep. Which means we're gonna have to back up. That's what I mean. Can't even back up properly because of what we have. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to go over here and drop our load right here. Decouple everything, unhook all the lines. Then we're gonna have to go pull in a space, go to sleep, and then come back and hook up. Gets me though is how it won't let me. Come on. You're crying out loud. Come on. See, this is one of the things that irritates me, is the fact that I'm in a spot that I should be able to sleep, and yet it's not registering. Avoid sleeping violation? What do you mean? I'm not trying to avoid sleep. The game's not letting me sleep. It's not registering that I'm in a parking space. There it goes. About time it registers. Alright. Bright red and bushy-tailed first thing in the morning. 13 hours of sleep, or 13 hours remaining on this one. But still says we have a while before we're there. Mud flaps are strung up. That's cute. Alright, let's go. On the road again. I can't wait to get on the road again. Everybody loves that classic song. I think. I don't know. I'm just making shit up, I guess. Trooper! Trooper, wait up! I need you to give me an escort to the border. The state line. I need Police escort to the state line. Go. Another full day of driving ahead of us. Anyways, so what were we initially talking about? I don't fully remember. Anyway, I would love for SCS. I know you can get them via mods. You know, yes, I know this. But I would love for SCS to do custom sleepers. And what I mean by custom sleepers, for those of you that don't know, for those that do know, you guys know what I'm talking about. But for those that don't know, the custom sleepers are the ones that have the ginormous sleepers on the back. You know, good, nice little mini apartment basically on the back. That's something that I would love for SCS to put into this game. The ability to have a rig that large. And I know you can do, as a mod, you can do featherlight trailers, but I would love for them to do featherlight trailers as well. It's just, I mean, that's one of the things that I've always liked, is those big, long custom sleepers and featherlight trailers. Those have been like two of my favorite, things, and I would love for them to put them in as actual, rigs and stuff in the game. Because I mean, I could just imagine going to a truck meet on Truckers MP, and you have like a boatload of those things, there. It'd be pretty cool. See all the different designs and everything that people would have. But excited for Utah. That's a thing that definitely excited for. Can't wait to see that. But this group of vehicles is driving so slow. Oh no. No, you don't. No, I'm not gonna get over yet. I'm gonna stay right here because I'm gonna speed up and pass this bus and this oversized load up ahead. Welcome to Idaho. That's interesting. I didn't realize that there was a little section of Idaho that we were driving through. I did not realize that. Ah, that's where it's at. Okay. It's literally just a small section. This person's behind me. They're honking at me. It's funny. Well, I wanted to see the state line, and it wouldn't let me see the state line. That's lame. Let me pull off here in the middle. Okay, so there's the state line right there. Okay, so this is the little section that we're in. It's right there. That's interesting, though. I did not know that there was even a section of Idaho even in this to begin with. So, okay, so instead of it taking us down to 395, it took us down to 84. And I don't understand why it didn't just take us through Burns. That made no sense. Instead, it took us to Ontario. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, the game obviously chooses the best and fastest way. I mean, I can't argue with the game, right? Alright, anyway, let's go. So, yeah. Interesting. A couple of guys standing there with some tubes and a excavator. A mini excavator. Bushnell. I love delivering to the farms in this game, and even the sawmills and all that stuff. You know, the forestry locations and stuff. I love, you know, driving off-road in this game. It puts the suspension to an actual test, which is amazing. That's something I wish that they would introduce is houses. You know, like being able to buy a house and park your semi there. Like, instead of having, you know, company garages and everything, like you could buy an actual house in a city of your choice, you know, and you have a big enough area that you can park your truck and trailer in your yard. That'd be pretty cool. I don't know, just thoughts. Different things that, you know, would be pretty cool to add into the game. But and we start our downgrade. some nice pictures as we go along. Welcome to Oregon. Well, we're back in Oregon, you guys. Well, we're almost to Nevada, so that's good. Nevada's like our halfway point between in this journey. You know, it amazes me how big this game really is. You know, it's massive. It just really is. And yes, it's so massive on the fact that, you know, we're talking mainly roads, but I mean, come on. Could you imagine GTA being this size? I mean, I would love for this to be a GTA map. Like, that'd be crazy. I play a lot of 5M, that's why. I could imagine, you know, trying to pull over an AI in, like, you know, LA, and suddenly we have a chase and we end up down in San Diego or something. You know? That'd be pretty dope. Oh, speaking of cops, there's a cop right behind us. State Trooper. Oregon Highway Patrol. But, yeah, I mean, this would be a big map. I mean, all these little towns, little cities, you know, they each have their own, you know, law enforcement. And you have your state patrol. You know, couldn't really break it up into counties because it'd be, I mean, we could. It would just be, I think it'd just be easier to make it, you know, local and state would probably just be the easiest to do, or city and state, just because of how massive and how diverse the map is. I mean, if there were more streets and more roads that connected, you know, the cities and everything, then, I mean, it would be more understandable to have, you know, county. But with the cities being so small, some of them being tiny, like little towns, I mean, I could understand that being like one cop per town. And then obviously when you get to the cities, you can have 2, 3, you know, 4, 5. And then, you know, state, obviously the state would be the one that would have the most cops. You know, because they're patrolling the whole state. You know, for those little towns that don't have cops, for those little, you know, cities that have little, you know, less cops than the other cities. You know, I think it'd be pretty cool. What do you guys think? Tell me what y'all think. But having a cross between GTA and ATS, I mean, just having a cross between GTA and ATS as far as trucks and trailers. You know, ATS is trucks and trailers and map. but you know, the ability to get out, run around, you know, drive off road if we wanted to, you know, all that stuff. Kind of open up this map. That would be, holy cow. If there's a programmer out there that's watching this, if there's a, you know, game developer or whatnot that's out there watching this, highly doubt there's a game developer, but if there is, and you guys see this and think it's a good idea and want to do it, go for it. I give you the approval. You don't need any permission from anybody else. Just go do it. Just whenever you do, when you release the game, just allow me to buy it for free, okay? You know, just give me a copy. I don't want any proceeds or anything like that, even though it'd be nice, but I don't want any, you know, any of that. I just want a copy of the game for free that I can play. So, but tell me what you guys think. If you guys think that's a good idea, let me know. Who knows? It's something that we could probably bring up to a game developer, game designer, or even one of these small studios that doesn't really do much, you know? Who knows? There might be someone that agrees, you know, some small game company or even one of these large gaming companies that is like, you know, that's not a bad idea, you know? I know that there is a game that, now, I don't know, you know, the full story about it. I believe it's still in development and stuff like that. I don't think they've had any pauses or anything, but there's a game called Raw, and it's a big, giant, massive open world game that's being developed. I believe it's still in development. It's not finished yet. It's supposedly supposed to come out later this year, so that's why I'm saying I believe it's still in development. You can basically do any kind of job. You could be a cop. You could be truck driver. You could be, you know, work at a gas station. You could work at, you know, a grocery store. You could be a mayor. You know, all different types of things, you know, that you can do, and you can expand your city. If you're the mayor, you can expand the city that you are the mayor of, and all this other, you know, type of stuff, which to me sounds like a phenomenal game. I mean, can't wait for it to be released. You know, who doesn't like an open world, you know, game where you can choose what you want to be, you know? So, hauling a logging trailer in the desert makes perfect sense. Holy shiz, we dropped down to 45 miles an hour? Jesus criminy. Oh, is that a couple of Oregon State Troopers up there? No, it's just one. The other one's a van. And there goes the trooper. Bye, trooper. Have a good time. See, like this right here, one cop. And the surrounding areas. See, like right there. There he is. There's a single cop sitting there. State troopers probably just coming over to say hey, check on things. Probably gonna head back up the state road the other way. But that's, you know, just, I don't know. I gotta stop talking about it, because I can go on for days talking about this type of stuff. I gotta shut up. Are we having difficulty getting up this thing? What in the world? No, I just didn't have no speed going into it. got this. Put that sucker 2,000 RPMs. We got this. Random truck just in the road, or off on the side of the road. I was hearing explosions going on. I was like, what the hell is that? And then I realized there's fireworks. They're shooting off fireworks next door, I guess. 555 divorce. But if you guys want to check out some of the other videos along with this one, if you're currently watching on Twitch, these videos will be uploaded to YouTube. Generally, they're uploaded 24 to 48 hours the following day, or 24 to 48 hours after I get done streaming them. So you guys can always check them out over there on my YouTube. I post pictures and stuff on my Facebook and Twitter, so if you guys want to check those out and keep up to date on things, you guys can. As far as the Facebook and Twitter portion of things, I'm kind of new to it a little bit, so I'm still trying to figure stuff out on it. Same with the YouTube. Twitch, I'm not really all that new to. I know what I'm doing for the most part. I don't know why I had my blinker on there. That's kind of pointless. But when it comes to YouTube, I'm slowly getting in there, slowly, you know, starting to get things started. I know that Twitch will mute the audio if you're playing music. Unfortunately, you know, copyright issues and all that stuff nowadays. You can't just use the music, which I think it's stupid that you can't just use the music. I feel like if you own the music, if you purchase the music, you should be able to use it. But you know, with copyrights and everything, you have to, you know, you have to put the names and stuff in there, and which I don't mind doing. I just have to figure out how to do it. So once I can figure all that stuff out, then, you know, I'll do it. But until I figure that stuff out, I can't do it. So, which I'm pretty sure it's easy. I could probably watch a tutorial on YouTube to figure out how to do it. I just haven't taken the time to do it. Right now it's not all that important. I was about to go straight. I was like, why is it making me turn here? And then I realized it's going underneath. That's why. But speeding violation, really? There's no damn cop around. Oh. What? Hold on, what? Is that a slick top? An ATS? What? Hold on, did I just... Okay, no, he's got a light bar, but at a distance, it looked like a slick top. But, oh man, I didn't even know he was behind me. Damn. Sneaking up on people, man. That's messed up. That is messed up. I didn't even see him in my mirror. Damn, he got me. $1,000 fine. Oh well. It's not like I can't afford it. I mean... got $1 million, more than that, invested in trucks, garages, and stuff like that. Oh, don't you be following me up here on the freeway, damn it. Oh, mother-loving French fries, really? You gotta follow me up on the freeway, man. Dang it. Well, I guess I ain't getting away with speeding on the freeway. Anyways. Yes, go. Scoot along. Bye-bye. Get out of here. Give me $1,000 ticket. Oh, you better not get off at my exit. You better not get off at my exit. Oh, no, he didn't. God dang it, man. This trooper is just trying to ruin my day. Oh, actually, well, he may be making a U-turn, actually. Go left, not right. Yes, he's going left. Good. Hot bitch, get out of here. It's becoming nighttime again. I have to turn on our headlights soon. How much time do we have left though, as far as our driving hours? 5 hours. We have 5 hours left before we have to sleep again. So, like I said, a bit of a long haul today. Driving, like I said, all the way from Seattle, Washington down to Hobbs, New Mexico. So. We gotta get a move on too, because I want to try to get to, you know, a good ways into New Mexico before I have to, or Las. No, no, no! Sorry, guy. And I got a wrong way violate. No, I didn't. I just had to cut that truck off. Dang. I didn't damage my load at all, did I? No, I didn't. It says I have trailer damage, but I don't have a trailer, so that's interesting. But the load itself is not damaged, so that's what matters. Which I think what it might be referring to is the little box on the back of that last Kenworth. But I definitely want to get deep into Nevada before I have to sleep. I would prefer to have less than 1,000 miles for the last leg of this journey. I don't want to have to sleep a fourth time. There is a trooper. I end up getting a speeding violation because I'm doing a 90. Oh, he's going around him. Oh! Oh, what the heck? It locked my brakes up. Dang it. No, now I gotta catch all the way back up to him. that trooper legitimately went around that car, though. That's awesome. I've never seen that. Gotta stay hydrated. It's one of my bad habits when I'm streaming, is I will completely forget to stay hydrated. I'll put a cup of water or some sort of drink there on my desk, and I'll completely forget about it. I'll sit there and I'll get done streaming. I'll turn around and I'll see it, and I was like, there's my drink. That's why I'm so thirsty. So, it's one of the things that I need to remember to do while I'm streaming, while I'm making these videos for you guys, so that way I do stay alive. But I'm not gonna be able to catch up to that Jeep and that trooper. They're gone. Oh, is that the Jeep? I think that is the Jeep. If that's the Jeep, I'm going around them when I get the chance. Gosh, I'm supposed to be taking these photos in much higher quality, but it is what it is. I'll take some afterwards. I'll have plenty of time. I'll take some whenever I get there, actually. Is that the trooper up there at the diner? No, it's not. It's a different vehicle. Oh! Oh my word! I almost rear-ended the fuck out of that SUV. I was not expecting them to stop like they did. What are we looking at? 3 hours. Alright, so we're good on time for the most part. We should be able to get that down to about 1,000 miles for this last leg of the journey. The good thing is, though, is once we get into Arizona, a lot of it is just straight highway. Oh, and we got to turn here. I almost went all the way to Eli. So yeah, so once we get to Arizona, a lot of it's just straight highway. And if I'm not mistaken, this is pretty much straight highway also. For the most part. Hoping we can get through this next 220 something miles without having to sleep. So last portion, and like I said, the last portion of this journey, we can essentially huff it, just pedal to the metal. buddy Snowman said. Eastbound and down. Oh. That's a little bit of a sharp turn coming off there. I think that'd be a pretty cool feature if they add, if you honk at the passing truckers, if they honked back. Because you know how, well, most of you that have seen in Truckers MP, when you have other truckers that are passing you, you honk twice, and a lot of times they'd be like, "Hur, hur," as they pass by you. So, alright, let's see if we can get around this guy before someone else comes along. We're not supposed to be passing over a hill, but it is what it is. Alright, good. Nobody's coming. Whew, it was a little nerve-wracking there, not being able to see over that hill. No, don't you get tired yet, bitch. We got another 2 hours to go. Time to put the pedal to the floor and hit the door. Oh no, there was a saying, pedal to the floor and something or the other, but we're booking it now. Cooking with grease. You know, that Thursday, 4th of July, really is messed with my schedule. It's got me a little confused, man. I keep thinking today's Sunday and I gotta work tomorrow, but today's only Saturday. Looks like a trooper. I don't 100% know. No, it's not a trooper. I'm gonna hopefully time it to where we come right over this ridge. And I can go around them. No one's coming. No one's coming still. Oh. We're flying into this town. Oh! Okay, we completely missed our little right-hand turn that we were supposed to make. Well, that's one of the things that happens when you're trying to drive like a maniac. No, and that SUV still got in front of us. God damn it. Oh, there goes the trooper. Any rest stops nearby? To the right. Are there any close by? No, not until we get right there. I don't know how how far that is, though it's not going to tell me. I don't know if we can make that or not. You know what? We can make it. How much time we got? Oh, we got an hour. We can make it. We'll just take another violation. Come on. Come on. I know this is about to merge into one. Yeah, there it is right there. No, come on. Get it moving. Okay. All right. Come on, give me my brake line. Oh, damn. Come on, there's no break in the road line? Yes, I know I'm getting tired. I'm trying to get around this guy. Come on. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Trust me, I know. I still got a whiles to go before I come across that. There's a cow near the apartments. Oh, mother lover. Again, speeding violation. Oh well. I can go around him. Come on. Come on. Let's go, truck. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. You got this. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Dig, 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 dig. Yes, I know I'm getting tired. Stop telling me. Oh, I'm out of drive time. See, the biggest thing I worry about is my guy trying to doze off on me while I'm in the middle of a turn, and then it becomes a straightaway. Alright, we made it. We made it to our rest stop. Where's the pull-in? I think it's right here. There we go. Alright, 10 a.m. Let's go. Let's hope. Oh, there's the bus. I was about to say, let's hope nobody's coming, but then there came the bus, so we're good. And just so that we can cover this road and say we've driven on it, we're gonna go this way. So a little over 1,000 miles to go. It says it's going to take us 17 hours. We got 13 and a half hours of drive time. We're going to see if we can't cut that down. Maybe get there a little sooner rather than later. I don't see anybody coming, and it says we can go around. So we're going to hope to... Oh, man, you got to be shitting me. Just had to cut that guy off. Poor guy. Sorry, dude. And that's why you don't pass on turns or hills, because you don't know if someone's coming. But also, me being the one that's passing, I should break off the pass and fall back in line. But I'm stubborn. And I have a feeling there's a cop up ahead. gotta get moving though. We ain't got time to pilly fart around. Come on, dude. Hurry up and pass out of the truck and move over, because I'm coming. I'm hard charging. Charging hard. Oh, don't you brake on me right now. What are you doing? Come on. Little Prius. God damn it. Just broke all of my forward momentum. Like, what? Plaster and Sons. Weird in Vegas. Well, just on the outside of Vegas right at the moment, but essentially close enough. Oh, did not see him coming at me. Caught me. Caught me red-handed. Another speeding violation? Man. They're just all over the damn place. And again, we are in the city. Like, see, this would be a great place to patrol. Going back to the whole, this potentially being a map for 5M. I mean, this would be phenomenal. Obviously, we'd open some of this stuff up, though. Where people could actually walk around and stuff. Like I said, it's something that, you know, definitely bring up to people that make maps and stuff. This would be nice. Shark-free aquarium. What's the matter with sharks? Or are they referring to the loan shark variety? Just kidding. Just a joke. Terrible one at that. And there was a bump. in the road. Monorail. It's interesting. I held my trailer brake, and it, as soon as I let it go, it pushed me backwards. It's interesting. Come on. There's a cop. Oh, they got the new Taurus added into the game. That's interesting. For the most part, I've only ever seen them in Chargers, Crown Vics, or in the Explorers. Now they got the Taurus. I wonder if they got the Tahoe. That'd be pretty cool. Or even a pickup truck. So I'm kind of curious as this new feature that they added, emergency fuel. I'm kind of curious to see how that works. Damn, that guy's flying. Jeez, I feel like I'm sitting still. But I want to see how that works. We're about to cross into Arizona, so. Press the wrong button. I went to go take a picture and I pressed the wrong button. Speaking of Vegas, first time I ever gambled, I was 22. First time ever being in Vegas. I walked into a casino. And actually I was driving for Warner at the time. But me and my trainer, we went in to actually get something to eat. We weren't even there to gamble. We were just there to get something to eat. And my very first time gambling, walked in there, and I bet $20 on a game. It was one of those little like slots or whatnot type of games. I bet $20, 160. I walked out. I was like, I'm not pushing my luck any further. I mean, I bet $20 and I got my $20 and then $40 back. Kidding me? Free $40, man. This is the first time I ever gambled. but you know, it's crazy because you can't even drive semis on the strip, which makes sense. You know, it does, but doing deliveries and stuff like that, man, it amazes me how they manage to get all the food and all the different types of deliveries that they need and whatnot that they actually get. Yes, I can pass the way station, which means I don't have to slow down. No, come on, Prius. And then you slam on your brakes? What the fuck is that? And of course I need over. Oh no, I don't. I can stay right here. Turning left, not right. Feel dumb on that one. Here's your sign. They've added a boatload of new vehicles to the game. It's crazy. That one right across the street, the new Ford F-250. Well, actually it's a 350 Super Duty probably, but it's got a utility bed on the back, which is pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool, some of the new vehicles. I believe for the most part we can just pedal to the metal. Yeah. I mean, pretty much just put the pedal to the floor. So I do love how they constantly add new roads and everything to this game. We're gonna have to be careful because we do need fuel. So when we can, we need to lighten up on our gas or our fuel consumption. So yeah, so I'm gonna try to finish up this next or so miles in this last trip. I prefer to get it all done in this trip. You know, don't really want to have to sleep another day. Yes, I know the load's not expected until Wednesday, but I would love to be able to get this load there. Eastbound and down, loaded up and trucking. We're gonna do what they say can't be done. We got a long way to go, and in a short time to get there. So eastbound, just watch our bandit run. Alright, yeah, enough of my singing, because I suck. Yes, I know we are running low on fuel, but we're gonna be fine. Run this bitch out of fuel, put it in neutral, let it coast until it comes to a stop, and then we call for a fuel truck. No, just kidding. We're gonna have to find a fuel stop along the way. Looks like there's one there, but it's gonna require me to get off the freeway, it looks like. I really don't want to get off the freeway. Especially not when I'm cruising at 92 miles an hour. Hunting for a ticket. We're just gonna keep going. I'm losing some speed on this hill, but I'll pick it right back up on the other side. Eastbound down, loaded up and trucking. We gonna do what they say can't be done. We've got a long way to go, and a short time kept there. Eastbound, just watch our bandit run. Ooh, we're gonna take the inside on this. That way we got plenty of room if we need to. Alright, I see the truck stop we're gonna aim for. Hopefully we can make it there. Really? Come on, car. Gosh, Cadillac. Talk about putting your fuel consumption to the max. Oh! That's what we get for veering off the road. Oh, wait, how far is this thing away? Ugh. Okay, we're almost there. Oh! No! What? What do you mean crash? Oh, well, we're gonna sit here on the side of the road because we're out of freaking fuel. We're gonna go 2. It'll take 30 minutes. They're gonna give me 15 gallons. Alright. We do. Well, according to this, we're not going to make our time. We're going to run out of driving hours before we can make it. There's an Arizona DPS. Time to fill her up. $923 for 288.55 gallons. That's a lot of fuel. What was that other way it had me going? No, I'd rather stick to the freeway, to be honest. Well, hello, Greyhound bus. There's the Arizona DPS. I say we pass him. Who's brave enough? We just passed Arizona DPS. Doing 79 and 75. Oh gosh darn it. Oh shit. It's because I passed the DPS, that's why. So now they're like, aha, we're gonna make you stop. Passing through Gallup. Through traffic, use left lane for next 2 miles. Left drive time. For a second, I thought that was DPS. Oh, that's a sharp turn. Not really. It's all good. Dang it, tow truck. So yeah, we're in New Mexico, guys. I didn't even realize that we were in New Mexico already because of how fast we were going. But yeah, we're in New Mexico. I was checking to see we're not going to be able to make it. We'll have to sleep again, unfortunately. We're doing pretty good there. We, it was looking like we may have been able to pick up that extra time, but with cars just randomly suddenly pulling out in front. It's one hell of a trip, man. Over 2,000 miles. Oh, that guy's waiting to get over. Sucks to be him right now.